Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls is the name given to a collection of ancient Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek manuscripts and fragments of manuscripts found in a number of caves in a barren foothills of the Judean wilderness, west of the Dead Sea. These documents represent the most important and most sensational archaeological discovery of our age. More than one-third of these are books of the Old Testament, which are older by at least 1,000 years than the hitherto earliest known Old Testament manuscripts. Thousands of learned articles and scores of books have been written about them, yet many of them have not yet been studied and translated. The discovery of the scrolls began in the spring of 1947 when an Arab shepherd boy missed one of his goats. While searching for it in one of the steep valleys, he threw a stone into a hillside cave and heard what sounded to him like the breaking of pottery. Summoning his assistant, the two entered the cave and found some pottery jars 25 to 29 inches high and about 10 inches wide. In these, they found objects which looked much like miniature mummies, but were actually leather scroll wrapped in squares of linen cloth and covered over with a pitch-like substance, possibly derived from the Dead Sea. With a vague idea that they had discovered antiquus, which might bring them money, they divided the scrolls and set off for Bethlehem, where they located an antique dealer and offered him the scrolls for 20 pounds. He refused them. Afterward, they were directed to Jerusalem where, after bargaining for weeks, they sold 4 of the scrolls to Archbishop Athanasius Samuel of St. Mark's Syrian Orthodox Monastery, and 3 to E.L. Sukenik, professor of archaeology at the Hebrew University, Jerusalem. Archbishop Samuel showed his scrolls to several authorities, who were uncertain about their content and value. Finally, they were taken to Dr. John C. Trevor, acting director of the American Schools of Oriental Research, Jerusalem, who photographed and studied some of them, then sent copies to Dr. W. F. Albright of Johns Hopkins University. This well-known authority tentatively dated them to be about 100 BC and declared them an amazing discovery. The Arab shepherds revealed the cave where the scrolls had been found, but war between the Arabs and Jews made scientific investigation impossible until February of 1949, when Dr. Laucaster Harding of the Jordan Department of Antiquities and Pere R. DeVoe of the Dominican Bible School of Jerusalem carefully excavated its floor level. Within 3 weeks, they found some 800 scroll fragments belonging to about 75 different leather scrolls, a few fragments of papyrus scrolls, portions of linen in which scrolls had been wrapped, Roman lamps and portion of jars and potsherds from about 50 different jars.